Hey, yo, what's good, man, players? It's your boy, Desmond Sharp, man, back out here on this Madden 21 franchise mode. And we are here with another episode in the Madden 21 season. We are in the very last 4 o'clock game because I told you guys it's only 2 4 o'clock games and they're both division matchups. In this matchup, it's an NFC East battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if you guys do not know, that the NFC East title is still up for grabs. Now, two things could possibly happen after this. The Eagles can not only get over 500, they could probably clinch the division in this week. But if Dallas wins, on the flip side, if Dallas wins, then in week 17, that NFC East will be on the line. Either the Eagles or Dallas will host the 5th seed Seattle Seahawks in those playoffs. So we're going to see how that turns out, because the Eagles are currently leading the NFC East right now by 1 game. So all the Eagles need to hope for is a victory to at least get them at least towards a division title or something like that. But if the Eagles lose, then the NFC East champion will be decided in week 17. Now, if you didn't see the last matchup between the Eagles and the Cowboys, go back and check out week number 8 of the regular season. The Cowboys and Eagles did face off in Philadelphia at that time. Now, be sure to go check that episode out if you haven't seen the last battle between the Cowboys and the Eagles. And then you'll know exactly how both of these teams got to where they are now. Now, let's take a look at the playoff picture. Now, you already know Philadelphia is currently the 4th seed. Dallas is still alive to this point. With the record the Eagles have right now, they are still alive if they can somehow win this game to force it to a divisional title conclusion in week 17. But if the Eagles somehow pull this one off, then if we simulate the week 17 after the Monday game, and if the Eagles are probably might be the division champion after this week if they can win. But if you haven't seen the rest of the games here in week 16, be sure to go check those games out so you won't miss them. And be sure to check out the last 15 weeks. Yes, guys, we've gotten the furthest out of this Madden 21 season, and we are getting closer to week 17. As I would call it, the season finale. Because yes, we only have one more week of the season to go, and playoff positionings are very key to most of the teams that are trying to stay alive. But anyways, let's head down to AT&T Stadium in Dallas. The Eagles and Cowboys set for an NFC East battle. The Eagles looking to get themselves towards a division title, while Dallas is trying to force the NFC East divisional title to be clinched towards week 17. Let's find out what happens.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football.
There's another look at the NFC playoff picture
with their opponents. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride.
All right, so the Dallas Cowboys, they're set to kick it away as the Eagles will begin with the football. Now, Dallas were unable to get themselves to 7-7 in their last game, but they have an opportunity to force that divisional title to Week 17 as we're underway from Dallas.
Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And Rager will take a knee, so Philadelphia will take over possession. And Jalen Hurts leading the way for Philly.
Second-round pick back in April as he gets set to operate this Philadelphia Eagles offense.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
First and 10 for Philadelphia. It's a handoff. Hernandez.
Lane opens up that time,
and he's brought down at the 34. A gain of 9.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hurts, and that one's going to be caught. It's Zach Ertz. And he's got a Philadelphia first down, getting this across midfield.
For a first down pickup of 18 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Hurts gets hit as he throws, and it's intercepted by Landon Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball.
Now Dak Prescott leading the way onto the
So
field.
now Dak Prescott leading the way for Dallas.
The keys again to this Dallas Cowboys offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he
Like I said, Dak Prescott and the guys have an opportunity to force that NFC East Championship to Week 17. And Elliott. And not much there. He's tackled at the 49.
He's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, if you guys hadn't known, if the Cowboys do force that division title to be clinched in Week 17, if you guys hadn't known that in Week 17, everybody will have a division opponent. The Cowboys play the Giants and the Eagles play Washington in Week 17. So yeah, the Cowboys do have an opportunity to force that division title to Week 17. And here's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down at the 47. Brings up 3rd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Prescott, and that one, oh, Kevin Griffin, he never drops passes like that. He's leading the league in the most catches because he's been catching the football a lot this season. but he dropped that one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And no return here for Carroll. This one will be a touchback.
For a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
That is impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
And here's Hernandez.
Exactly what you're talking about.
And he wasn't able to get free for bigger yardage, but he tackled for a gain of a yard.
Game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Second down, here's Hurts.
And he's going to find Hernandez. And Hernandez. And he's going to be brought down at the 40. First down, Philadelphia.
Move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
But first down,
Hurts gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete.
And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's Hernandez, and he's going to be brought down at the 45. First down, Philadelphia.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to find Hernandez. Breaking a tackle. And getting this to the 20-yard line. Brings up a first down for Philly.
For a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up
throwing, and that's incomplete. He was trying to go to Alshon Jeffrey that time.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second down, here's Jalen
Hurts, and he's going to find Zach Ertz, breaking a tackle. And he's brought down inside the 10 to the 8.
We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 7 catches, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Hurts. And that one's incomplete.
First down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be second and goal.
He was trying to go to Marquise Goodwin that time, and now second and goal.
Tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there.
Hurts, end zone for Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Zach Ertz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal.
Extra point by Elliott is good. 7-0 Philadelphia.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And here's Elliott to kick this one away.
To kick it away.
And Pollard, he's not going to return this one, as this one will be a touchback.
So we will start here at the 25.
And here comes Dallas back out there. as we take another look at the NFC playoff picture. Now you can see both the Eagles and Cowboys are currently still alive because that NFC East division isn't locked up yet.
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing,
because like I said before, Dallas can switch that divisional title to week 17 to be on the line, or Philly can somehow clinch the division if they can win this one. And Elliott picks up a gain of 3 on that first down carry.
What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott now.
Prescott, and he's going to find Kawhi Winslow. And he's got a Dallas first down. And those were his numbers in the last game when the Dallas Cowboys lost to San Francisco, who are still winning at this point. And I'm pretty sure you guys know the record for San Francisco now.
To run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number, really signifies that you've had a big year.
And here's Elliott breaking a couple of tackles, and he's brought down at the 44.
He was brought down there by Will Parks.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
Prescott, and that one's going to be caught. Winslow. And he's brought down at the 20. First down, Dallas.
36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
And I'm pretty sure the Dallas fans really like that.
So a big play,
because what they really want is that NFC East title to be switched over to week 17 and be put on the line.
From the red zone now, Prescott eluding the pressure.
Prescott looking for Amari Cooper. He's got it. And he's brought down this time at the 4-yard line. Brings up a 1st and goal for Dallas.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And here's Prescott looking around, and he's going to find Kawhi Winslow, and he's brought down at the 2-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Prescott yet again.
Prescott ends up for Griffin. Touchdown, Dallas.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
Zuerlein for the extra point, and he's got it. And he ties the game at 7.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Reagor, he will take it in the end zone, so this one will be a touchback. So the Eagles set to take over.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some
And here's
adjustments.
Hernandez. And he's brought down at the 27. A pickup of 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hurts sets up to throw.
Hurt. And open is Hernandez, and nobody is near him. And he's brought down, getting this inside the 40.
It's a gain of 35.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space.
I mean, as soon as Hernandez caught it, it looked like it was nobody over there.
To pick up big yardage on that play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
Hurts throwing, and oh my goodness. Now I don't know how that flag did not get thrown out, because it looked like it could have been pass interference on R.J. Rollins there, but the flag did not come out. And Hurts is going to find Hernandez over the middle of the field. And he's brought down at the 11 and a first down for Philly.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And that's going to bring this to the 2-minute warning.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hurts. And that one is caught. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His second in the game.
Zach Ertz with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already
Elliott
into the second
for
quarter.
the extra point. And he puts it in to make it 14-7 Philadelphia.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after
So
the
here's
touchdown,
Elliott now to kick it away. And no return here for Pollard. This one will be a touchback.
The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get
Prescott. Oh, and that's intercepted.
Picked off by
Rodney McLeod was able to pick it off. And the Eagles, they're going to take over.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A huge turnover there, giving Philadelphia the ball right back. Hurts. And that's intercepted. Anthony Brown was able to pick it off, and he will get the Cowboys the ball back.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely
Man, I don't understand it. How did Alshon Jeffrey get beat by Anthony Brown? I don't get it. He was playing back on defense, and then as soon as he made the route trying to go over the middle, he just gets outran.
Prescott from the gun.
Prescott, and he's going to get rid of it.
Options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Prescott, and now it's going to be caught. He's got Winslow, and he's going to go down at the 28-yard line. And a first down for Dallas.
A gain of 26 and also a first down.
A gain of 26.
The quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Again, and this time he finds Amari Cooper for a first down, giving it to the 11.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender,
Prescott, and he's going to get rid of it.
He just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Prescott looking around, end zone, and that's caught. Touchdown Dallas. It's Michael Gallup with the reception. Nice catch.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit
Extra
better.
point is good by Zerline. He ties the game at 14.
Our game as we approach halftime. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And Reger, he will take the knee in the end zone, so this one will be a touchback.
25 on the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Hurts, and he slings this one incomplete. He's trying to go to Alshon Jeffrey, but he's trying to make sure he doesn't throw another interception.
It sails incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Hurts with the blitz coming at him, and he still was able to find Hernandez. And the Eagles are going to use one of their timeouts.
With 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Hurts, and that was going to be dropped with 23 seconds left.
Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this time he finds Jeffrey. And they're going to get him down at the 37.
Cowboys 37. It'll be a gain of 24.
And Hurts is going to spike it with 3 seconds remaining. So it looks like Philadelphia is going to go for the field goal to possibly give him the lead before half.
Here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away.
And Elliott, he's going to put it in. And he gives Philadelphia a 17-14 lead at halftime.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman.
The Eagles looking to possibly clinch a division title.
Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it.
Up next, Sunday Night Football from Lambeau Field. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers take on Christopher Parsons and the Tennessee Titans. Then an AFC East battle to close out Week 16. Josh Allen and the Bills take on DeAndre Crawford and the New England Patriots.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Back here in Dallas, Texas. In the first half, it was okay, but the Eagles with a 3-point lead here as they're looking to possibly clinch a division title, while Dallas is trying to push it to week 17. We're going to see what happens in the second half as Dak and Kawhi Winslow heads back out. And they're playing pretty well so far in this game, even though they are trailing. They're looking to get more involved if they want to have a chance here. But Philadelphia is going to have to find a way to stop them in order for that not to happen. But we're going to see.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football.
And here's Elliott. And Ezekiel Elliott. For the first time in this one, he breaks free for huge yardage. And he's eating. He's letting them know you got to feed him the football. When Elliott starts to get in a rhythm like that, you might be in trouble.
At the 46. Now Prescott.
Prescott, right side for Griffin. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 30.
He's inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Prescott, and that one's going to be incomplete.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Prescott again.
Prescott, left side for Griffin. He's got it. And now he's inside the 5 to the 4.
He's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what
looking around, and he fumbled. But the Cowboys were able to pick it back up. But the Eagles, that was a huge sack.
Because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On second down,
and here's Elliott.
It's Elliott.
And he's brought down at the 20. But he didn't get anything that time.
No gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now it's 3rd down.
For no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other.
Prescott, and that one's going to be caught by Winslow. And you already know he's short of the first down marker. He's short of the goal line as well. So now it's 4th down.
It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
And third line.
Chance to think about turning it upfield.
He's going to put in the field goal to tie it at 17.
And that will tie things at 17 all.
17.
So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will make it into the
Reagor, he will take a knee in the end zone, so Philadelphia takes over.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
And here's Hernandez.
Because he's helped them out.
And he's going to be brought down at the 40 for first down.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in
So
there.
another first and 10 for Philadelphia. And it's Hernandez again. And this time he's brought down, getting this across midfield.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for
He continues to pile on the rushing yardage in the game.
Now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
Now this was the issue for Dallas in the last game. They couldn't stop the ground game, and the Eagles are attacking them. That's the thing about it. The Cowboys had struggles stopping that 49er offense, and they're getting attacked defensively yet again.
They'll set up to throw.
Hurts, and he finds Zachers, and he's going to be brought down at the 24 for first down.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And here's Hernandez. And he's going to be brought down at the 23. A gain of a yard that time.
Up there in the middle of the line, a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's
Hurts. And he's going to find the other tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's brought down at the 4-yard line. Brings up a first and goal for Philly.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And here's Hernandez. And he's going to push forward right at the 4. But that's going to be it. But no gain.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own.
And here's Hernandez again. And this time he's brought down at the 1-yard line.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
The Cowboys are looking to hold him on 3rd down. It's Hernandez, and did he get there? And I don't think he did.
It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now it's 4th and goal, and this is a big decision by the Eagles. We're going to see what they could do as they're going to let this one go to the end of quarter 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on
And the
EA
Eagles,
Sports.
they're going to stay out there to go for it. And Hernandez going to get in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Well, there was no
And
secret
Hernandez
there.
gives Philly the
They wanted
lead
to
in
pound
the
it in on
fourth
and
quarter.
goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone.
And here's Elliott to put in the extra point. Now the Eagles lead by a touchdown.
And they put it in for 6.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Pollard, he will take a knee in the end zone. So the Dallas Cowboys set to begin their next drive.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
So the Dallas Cowboys trailing by a touchdown with 4 minutes and 59 seconds left. Looking to tie the game again. Play action. Prescott and Griffin dropped it. Now it's second down.
A big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit
Prescott.
was timed really well.
Oh, and that was complete. Omari Cooper saves the day. He's got a first down. Prescott was actually trying to go to Kawhi Winslow, but he had caught it, but the defender tackled him, knocked it out of his hands. See, look at this. And Cooper was able to catch it to save the day. That is how teamwork's supposed to handle it right there.
First down, Prescott.
Prescott gets hit as he throws it, and it's tipped, intercepted. Nikel Roby-Coleman was able to pick it off, and Philadelphia gets the ball back.
It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And here's Hernandez. And he's going to be brought down at the 46. But for no gain.
It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And open is the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be brought down inside the 30.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh.
And here's Hernandez, and he's going to be brought down, losing yardage to the 30.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And Hurts, he's going to run. And he's going to be brought down at the 28. Brings up a 3rd and 8.
Use your quarterback as a runner. Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits.
Hurts. And that was going to be caught by Hernandez. And he's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line. So now the Eagles have a first down, and they're looking to seal the game with another first down.
But it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And Hernandez is going to be brought down at the 11.
Now right out of on the 2-minute
And now the
break.
Dallas
We're gonna
Cowboys
timeout
uses
used
their
defensively
first
with a minute
timeout
56 to go.
because they know that they're going to have to at least have a turnover. At least a turnover, because if they score another point, it could be over. And here's Hernandez, and he's going to pick up the first down.
Some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
So now it's 1st and goal for Philly. And Hernandez, he's going to be brought down at the 2-yard line. So now Dallas uses their 3rd and final timeout.
Prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And here's Hernandez again. And he stopped right at the 2-yard line.
Backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal. A huge play here.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Dallas looking to hold him. Hernandez, he's going to get in for a Philadelphia touchdown.
A great effort there.
And that might ought to do it.
His 2nd of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to
that
say that they
might
are
ought to do
right
it.
now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but
Extra
still,
point
you
is
gotta stay
good,
vigilant. Can't
and
give up anything
Philadelphia
cheap and easy.
leads by
Could put you in some
14
jeopardy.
with a minute and
Elliott
15
good with a
remaining.
PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
Wow, a
Philadelphia.
huge
Now
score
after the
right there
touchdown, here's
to
Elliott on to
extend
kick
the
it away.
lead. Now Dallas is going to have to
And that one
score
will bounce
on this
out of the back
drive
of the end zone, so we
in
will
order to
start
make it a
here at the
one-score game,
25. Now this offensive unit ready
because
to
they
see
have
what they can
no
do
more
here.
timeouts
So
left.
Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 15 remaining. Now a desperation
Prescott
throw
throwing deep for
downfield.
Winslow, and
this
it's
is
intercepted.
And that should do it.
Rodney McLeod picks it off,
Well, that's 3 picks he's now
and
thrown in this game.
and with that ought to do it.
So here we are in
Season of
December,
giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own
Remember, the
sake
Cowboys
after the
have
game,
had
he may
no
have to
more
announce
timeouts,
that he's donating certain
and
amounts to
Prescott took
charity
a shot
for each interception
downfield.
that he threw.
He was trying to go to Winslow, and it got intercepted. Rodney McLeod is going to save the game, save the day for Philadelphia, as they're going to take the knee and waste the clock down, because they are going to get themselves to 8-7 on the season, and this could probably clinch the NFC East title for Philadelphia once this week ends. The Dallas Cowboys had a chance to force it towards week 17, but now with this loss, that's not going to happen. They're going to lose, and they're going to drop to 6-9 on the season with this loss here. And Jalen Hurts kneels again, and that will do it. The Philadelphia Eagles win 31-17. They will go to 8-7 on the season, and this could probably clinch them an NFC East title and a matchup with Russell Wilson and the Seahawks in the first round of the playoffs once we get towards the NFL postseason.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter,
Man,
that tells everyone
a
that you're
tough
getting
loss
stronger,
for Dallas,
the dominance is starting
as
to
they
take over, right?
lost
The
an
way that you
opportunity to
close, the way that you
force the
finish,
NFC
that
East
gets pushed
title
you from the
towards
time
week
you're playing Little
17.
League football
But the
all the
Eagles
way
are now
up to early.
8-7.
And
They
closed
can
them out
celebrate
with big
and all they can hope is a divisional title after Week
So for
16.
the Eagles, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Well, I guess that could, like I said, this could possibly win the Eagles the NFC East after we simulate, we move to Week 17 and we end Week 16. This win right here could possibly win them an NFC East title, and not only that, give them a matchup and a rematch with Russell Wilson and the Seahawks, because I know that they really want the Seahawks again, because they really want to get that revenge from the last game. But the Eagles win 31-17 over Dallas. They get the season sweep. So here are the stats. Jalen Hurts, 267 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, as he goes into Week 17 hoping for his team to be the division champions in the NFC East. Dak Prescott threw for 191, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions thrown, and unfortunately for his guys, they failed at an opportunity to switch that divisional title in the NFC East to Week 17. So now all they gotta hope for now is to at least win their very last game of the season. Here's the running game. Brian Hernandez, 73 yards rushing, 2 touchdown runs. Ezekiel Elliott ran for only 37 yards. And Jalen Hurts didn't run that much. He only carried the ball 3 times for only a yard. But some of them were kneels, so we don't have to worry about that at all. Here's the receiving game. Hernandez was really killing it. 135 yards receiving. Kawhi Winslow, 5 catches for 84 yards. Zach Ertz, 5 catches for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns. Omari Cooper, 3 catches for 52 yards. Kevin Griffin, 3 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 2 catches for 35. Alshon Jeffrey, a catch for 24. Michael Gallup, 1 catch for 11 and a touchdown. So for Philadelphia, this win gets them over 500 now at 8-7. And they will head home in the finale for their next matchup. That will be against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this loss right here drops them to now 6-9. And they will have an opportunity to bounce back as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Alright guys, so this will do it for the very last 4 o'clock scheduled game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As we take a look at the stats and results now, you can see now the 4 o'clock scheduled games are over. Now all we have left is the Sunday and Monday game for Week 16. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this now. The Sunday game and Monday game for Week 16 is going to be played for 15-minute quarters, just like always. So, Titans-Packers are up next. Then, the Bills and Patriots from Foxborough. Those games will be played for 15-minute quarters. And then once we simulate the Week 17, then every team will be playing for 5-minute quarters, because it's only 1 o'clock scheduled games and 4 o'clock scheduled games to conclude the season. But if you enjoyed this game, be sure to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're on the road to 200. Let's make sure we're able to get there. And like I said, the Packers and Titans are up next, Sunday Night Football. And we're hoping Like, the Titans are looking to keep that 3rd seed, while the Packers are trying to improve their standings as 2 3rd seeds doing battle